How are you doing, everyone? This is take number 50,000,001 of recording this intro because I keep stumbling over my words, but I am the YuGiOh Scrub, and you all can call me Bailey. I hope you're having a fantastic morning, afternoon, night, whatever time of day it might be for you. If it's not fantastic, turn this video off because I don't care about retention. Go touch some grass, hug a loved one, win a match of Yu-Gi-Oh, and then you can come back and finish this video. I was watching a deck profile for a agent deck that won a tournament or came in like third place, topped a tournament not too long ago. And it just got me thinking about agents a little bit, and I wanted to build a deck that used it. Really, the only actual relevant agent in GOAT format being the Agent of Creation Venus. If you guys don't know it, you can see right here. The important things about it are that it's a light, so good for chaos, as well as being a level 3 1600 attacker, so a pretty powerful level 3 monster, meaning that it can attack under level M Area B and Gravity Bind, almost always being the strongest attacker on the field. It can also spam the board with 3 Mystic Shine Balls. It can thin your deck. Unfortunately, Mystic Shine Ball is a level 2. I would love if it's a level 1 because that would make it so much more relevant with Metamorphosis, but you can't have it all. So it's 3 Mystic Shine Balls. You could run 2, but I want to run 3 to thin the deck a little bit more. Also, it just feels bad when you are running only 2 and you draw 1, and then you're just like, do you want to use the effect again? You want to run 3, in my opinion, if you're going to be running the agent deck at all. To go along with all these cards, we're running double creature swap because it's kind of interesting, Give your opponent a Mystic Shine Ball. It's a bad card. You can summon it in an attack position and just give it right to him. Also running double Scapegoat because obviously you want more things to give your opponent with Creature Swap. And double Tsukiyomi because another thing you can give your opponent with Creature Swap and have it bounce back to your hand. Since we're running the Scapegoat and Tsukiyomi, we might as well run the Metamorphosis to get 1,000 dice restrict and get that little chain going. Also running Sangan and Spirit Reaper. Spirit Reaper being another card that's level 3, so in theory can attack under the level limit and Gravity Bind. Sangan obviously can attack as well. But potentially Reaper, interesting, maybe Nobleman something and attack with Reaper under all these cards. Excuse me. For boss monsters, we are running Jinzo, BLS, and Chaos Sorcerer. Jinzo is interesting because I'm hoping you can maybe tribute over like a Mystic Shine Ball or something, turn off your own Gravity Bind, and then attack for game, make a little push. And then Breaker, because it's Breaker, we're going to run the one of it. Spells, Pot of Greed, Graceful, Delinquent Duo, Heavy Storm, MST, Premature Burial, Snatch, Steal, Double Nobleman. All the standard spells in GOAT format, as well as 1 Giant Trunade. This also, kind of like the Jinzo, is a way for you to pick up your own Area B and Gravity Bind and then make game pushes. And then for traps, we're running the Mirror Force, Ring of Destruction, Torrential Tribute, and triple Solemn Judgment just to protect our back row. Side deck I threw together pretty quickly. We run 2 Mobius because we do likely have a good amount of tribute fodder. Triple Sakuretsu Armor for Warriors. I want to try something. I would like Soul Release a lot, so I'm going to start putting it in the side, I think, a little bit more often as just a way to slow down Chaos matchups. But you guys can see here what it is. The Fusion deck is a Fusion deck. It is the default, so we can go ahead and join the duel room and send an opponent to the Shadow Realm. Let's click this button for your viewing pleasure. And I've been picking scissors a lot. Let's go with paper. I am the dumbest person. I should have picked scissors. At least we would have tied. So we're going to be going second. I am playing Eden Pill. Interesting name. I know this card. I believe it's a rank 2 XYZ if I recall. Opponent opens with the Pot of Greed. And I don't know what his token or his sleeves are. Not tokens. He sets 1 back row and 1 monster. Hits me with a Trap Dust Shoot. So he's probably going to take Spirit Reaper because I can Nobleman and then attack with the Spirit Reaper. That is exactly what he does. We'll hit him with a Nobleman, maybe hitting a Magician of Faith. Hit a Dekoichi. We don't run any Dekoichis in our deck. But we get all of his out of there. We'll summon the Breaker, put a token on it, and attack for 19. Setting all of our back row. So we got the biggest monster on the board. We got ways to protect our back row. We have a way to protect our monster. And we got rid of all of his Dekoichis, which don't know what darks he's running, but could be decent. If he sets a monster, I'm wondering if that's Gravekeeper Spy. I think I'll have to attack into it regardless. We get YuGiOh. Obviously, I think we're just going to pop. No reason not to. It was the delinquent duo. And then we'll tribute and attack over this. It was Cyberjar. And we get a bunch of cards to hand. Spy, Tomato, some Byra, Dust, Shoot, Ring. If he's going to type it out, I'm going to type it out. And then let's go ahead and set Ring of Destruction. And I think we'll end here. So we spy set, obviously, the two monsters on the field that I already knew about. He 1-for-1s with the Solemn Judgment. Flip summons Gravekeeper Spy. Getting a Spy in defense position. And we will Solemn Judgment his YuGiOh, because obviously we have to. And we'll ring the Mystic Tomato. Scapegoat would be the best draw here, I believe. And he Dust Shoots, goes -1. We'll go ahead. Set the creature swap and Judgment. So he knows where the MST is now. Not MST, I apologize. The Mirror Force. He's used his MST, so we'd have to have a Dust Tornado if he wants to try to target the Mirror Force. Summon Sangan. That's fine. We'll eat 1,000. We're at 1,600 life points now. And we draw Heavy Storm. Where are all of our monsters? We run a good amount of them. We'll set another one and end. Hopefully he summons another monster. Maybe tries to flip the Spy to attack. I think it's lagging. He's using his phase buttons, which I like, but I was thinking he was pausing and standby, but we can't even Dust Shoot if we had one, because he's only at 3 cards in hand. So I think it is just laggy. Yep. You always know when you click Shuffle Hand. Thinking on summon. Yeah, we have to go ahead and eat 800 life points, get rid of the blowback. He doesn't have A. And that's ring. Yep, okay. That's game one. So let's bring in Zombira. And is Zombira good? Gets over the spies. Take out. Jinzo doesn't seem too good. Knock seems fine. Trunade seems okay. Take out the heavy. This is tough. Take out one creature swap and one mystical shine ball. Kaiku seems okay. Over maybe. I don't know. Let's go with this. That Cyberjaw was the play that absolutely sent me reeling. Okay, opening hand here doesn't look too good. Mind Control, Judgment, Meta, Mystical Shine Ball, MST, Premature Burial. We'll go ahead, set the Mystical Shine Ball, and end. Maybe it gets knocked. Nope. He goes ahead and sets his own monster and one back row. Prio, declare, pay 500, and we will summon a Mystical Shine Ball. Next, let's go ahead and Mind Control. We'll flip summon and draw a card. Getting Metamorphosis. And we will just attack with the Agent of Creation Venus. We'll set MST and go to end. Don't think setting Solemn Judgment's the play here yet. I think it would be a little bit too much life points to pay. He MSTs, we'll MST his back row. It's a Book of Moon. That's fine. Obviously, he could have done that anyways. We still force it a little bit earlier than he may have wanted to. So, he sets and flips his Dekoichi, summons a Kaiku the Ghost Destroyer, and hits us for 200. Banishing a Mystic Shine Ball. We get another Agent of Creation Venus. We'll summon it and attack over his Dekoichi. And I think we'll set the Solemn Judgment just in case he has a tribute or something along those lines. I imagine he's just going to attack over with his Kaiku over Venus, but maybe not. That is exactly what's going to happen. I'll eat 200, he'll banish the other Venus. I'd love to get a level in Area B. He sets a card. We draw Spirit Reaper. We will go ahead, set the Spirit Reaper, and end. Summons a new Doria. That's fine. Flip summons Mystic Tomato. A-okay. Newdoria attacks over the Shine Ball, and now he gets to see the Spirit Reaper, protecting my life points. He's smashing grounds, getting rid of my Spirit Reaper, and we draw Solemn Judgment. I have to protect my Spirit Reaper. Actually, because I think Spirit Reaper would die from the premature burial targeting. So we'll summon the Agent of Creation Venus. And I think we just lost. I think this has been a pretty bad game for us. We will simply set and end our turn. We'll let it play out just for the sake of the matches. I don't want to be that guy that leaves too early. But I think this is pretty much a wrap. He draws Graceful. We will say no to that. It felt wrong to Solemn a Smashing Ground, but I think I had to make that play. Yeah. GG's. He had game. Even if I had Solemned. Not good, but cool for sure. Yeah, now there's just not enough fairy stuff in this format to really warrant a good deck. Shining Angel could be interesting. If there's like a Herald of Orange Light, that'd be incredible. We'll pick paper, opponent picks paper, we'll pick scissors, opponent picks scissors, we'll pick paper again, opponent picks paper again, we'll pick scissors, opponent picks scissors again, we'll pick rock. Yeah, we're the greatest player to ever play. Good luck, have fun. Opponent is using the Appaloosa, I believe that is, the Alt Art Appaloosa picture. And hand looks pretty solid as an opener. We have Sangan, BLS, Agent of Creation Venus, Area B, Snatch, Steal, Graceful Charity. We'll start by paying 1,500 life points, well, 500 3 times, but summoning triple Mystic Shine Ball. And then we'll go ahead and activate Graceful Charity. Getting Chaos Sork, Creature Swap, Agent of Creation Venus, discarding Venus, and what else? We'll do Chaos Sork, I think. We could also do Sangan to put another Dark Grave. Let's do that to start. And then we'll just activate Area B and end. Was thinking of keeping the Sangan, but I think I want to put the Dark Grave to make my Chaos Sorcerer live a little bit faster. Creature Swap is good with our Mystic Shine Balls. He Heavy Storms, that's fine. Can't do anything about it. Glad we only had one back row. But that makes me think that, here we go. DD Assailant attacks the Agent of Creation Venus. Will eat 100. And he's going to get to hit something from our hand. Hitting Tsukiyomi. Which is fine. Stops the Snatch Steal Sook. But it's okay because we can creature swap a Mystic Shine Ball right over to him. And I think for the sake of damage, we will go for the Chaos Sorcerer. Also having BLS in hand. So we'll eat 1,200 plus 23. 12 plus 23. Only. Okay. So I think we want to bring in Gravekeeper's Spy, Sakuretsu Armors, take out the Nobleman's. Maybe we'll end up putting it back in. Duo seems fine. Maybe take out one Sook and one Shine Ball. One creature swap. One Trunade. Reaper seems good. Meta doesn't seem too... meta could be pretty good. Take out Jinzo. I feel like Jinzo just gets run over by a DD Warrior Lady or DD Assailant. Not run over, but banished immediately. Opening hand is Creation Venus, Mirror Force, Shine Ball, Creature Swap, Scapegoat. Opponent duos. Hitting the Venus out of my hand. And I will discard Shine Ball. Was also thinking Shine Ball would be good, but I suppose we could Scapegoat tokens and creature swap the same turn. Well, never mind. He has a Wanghu. We draw Graceful Charity. We'll just set the Mirror Force and end. Probably should have set Scapegoat as well. I'm dumb. But we'll Mirror Force this right away. And he has another Wanghu. Okay. We'll go ahead, set Gravekeeper Spy, set Scapegoat. He has Mystic Swordsman level 2 and Wanghu, so wait. Hold up. Wanghu. Main phase. 1. Okay, so he's gonna flip it up. I will special summon, and it will immediately get destroyed. Good. Now. Okay. So, that's good for us. Let's go ahead. We'll set the creature swap, activate Pot of Greed to protect ourselves from a potential dust shoot. We will then Gravekeeper Spy to attack and creature swap. Okay. So we trade Ring of Destruction, hits my Gravekeeper Spy, creature swap, fizzles. We'll set the Torrential Tribute and end. He sets one back row, goes to battle, and attacks for 17. We draw Metamorphosis. We'll activate Level him Area B. And just end our turn there. Alright, he hits the Dust Tornado, or hits Level him Area B with Dust Tornado, and we will Torrential Tribute that. Summon of DD Assailant. And then in end phase, we will summon 4 Scapegoat tokens, just to make sure they hit the board. We will then activate the Graceful that we've been holding in our hand. Drawing Sakuretsu Armor, Scapegoat, Sakuretsu Armor. We'll discard Scapegoat and Sakuretsu Armor. MSTing the back row. It was his own Sakuretsu Armor. And we'll set the armor and end. Though I don't think I'm going to immediately use it depending on what he summons. He summons Tribe Infecting Virus. Unfortunate. Discards the Trap Dust Shoot, getting rid of all of our tokens. Heavy Storms, getting rid of our Sakuretsu Armor. It hits us for 1,600. We draw Sangan. We will set Sangan and end. He sets, destroys the Sangan. We will search for, I think, Spirit Reaper. We draw Shine Ball. Set the Spirit Reaper and end. We draw Chaos Sorcerer. Alright, let's go ahead and banish a Light and a Dark. And with Prio banish the Tribe Infecting Virus. We will meta, summoning ourselves a Ryu Senshi, flipping Spirit Reaper, and attacking. We'll hit him for 2,300, and that's our turn. Pretty strong play there, getting the Breaker out of his hand. He has one back row and one set monster. We draw Gravity Bind. We'll summon the Shine Ball and try to attack. Might be a Spy. It was a Serpent, and we'll attack for 800. We'll set. We'll get Serp back to hand. Setting a card. If he sets a back row, we won. And he left. We'll do one more match real fast, only because we've had some pretty quick ones so far. That second match, I think, was pretty nice, obviously, because I won. Good luck. Have fun. We both pick Scissors. I'm going to commit to Scissors again. He also does. Scissors one more time. He's going to pick Rock. Oh, no, he picks me. That's what you love to see. That's what you love to see. Okay. Interesting. Good luck, have fun. He says, let's see. I don't know, that just feels slightly passive-aggressive. We'll pay 1,500 life points, getting ourselves the triple Shine Ball, thinning our deck of 3. It's basically like 3 Upstart Goblins. We'll then go ahead and set the nuts, as they say, with Gravity Bind, Solemn Judgment, and Mirror Force. He summons Bazoo, the Soul Eater. We draw Level Limit Area B, which we can activate. Bazoo will be switched to defense position, and we can attack over it. And we'll end our turn there. So we might be playing Bazoo Return. We played that a couple of days ago. I think, honestly, it was uploaded the day that I'm recording this video. But interesting deck. That's the best deck, I think, with Bazoo, is some sort of Dimension Fusion or Return from the Different Dimension deck. Alright, we draw Metamorphosis. He set a monster. We'll go ahead and banish another Bazoo. Interesting. And we're just going to swap all of these to attack. And attack for a bunch of damage. He's 3,100 life points. And we'll end our turn there. He sets another monster and ends. Let's go ahead and attack. Banisher. We'll eat 400 damage. But that's fine. Any card sent to the graveyard is banished instead. I don't know if we have an out for this right away. Jinzo, obviously in our deck, is an out. He MSTs. They will get banished. Someone's thinking. We'll go ahead and Mirror Force. Draw Tsukiyomi. We'll swap these to defense now that we can't attack. And I think end our turn. I think we're waiting for Jinzo. It's kind of beneficial that he got rid of our level limit area B. Summons Gustav, Chaos Rider Gustav. We'll go ahead, activate the Gravity Bind, stop him from attacking. We draw Chaos Sorcerer. We'll summon, flip the Chaos Rider Gustav, and attack over that. Main phase 2. We'll set the Gravity Bind, end phase, bounce the Tsukiyomi back to hand. Say go to my opponent. I already know that at some point in our future, a Gren Maju is going to be coming. Do have to check my phone. Hits me with a Nobleman of Extermination. I think that's fine. It does get banished. Yep. And then banishes all the cards with the same name. Alright, he summons another Chaos Rider Gustav. We'll flip it with Tsukiyomi. and attack over it. And then we'll set a Metamorphosis just so we don't have to discard for end phase. We get Breaker. So I think we'll set Premature Burial again so we don't have to discard. But we're getting nowhere fast. That's fine. He uses Graceful Charity. Obviously can't Solemn because we don't have a Solemn. And he will banish what? I feel like this is a pretty bad matchup for us. Banishes Soul Release, the Uncensored, how dare he. You can see boobs. And what else is he going to banish? But bad matchup for us because Grand Maju is a bigger level 3. Our whole deck relies on having the biggest level 3, and he's got a bigger one, which I imagine he has at least one of right now. And he's going to destroy all of the cards on the field. Discard. He will then Rhoda, getting himself what? His deck is interesting, but I don't really think it's too good. DD Assailant. It's just all the ways to banish cards, which is interesting. I'll give it to him. Summons DD Assailant and ends. We get Sangan. So here, what can we do? We can summon Breaker, get a token, and end. He Snatch steals. That's fine. Fine-ish. Banishes the Gravity Bind with my own Breaker effect. And we'll flip the other Gravity Bind. We drop Pot of Greed. Obviously going to use that. We do gain 1,000 from the Snatch Steal, he is correct. And we'll set Scapegoat. And I think we go ahead summon Sook, set the Banisher of Light. I'm thinking here. I think in end phase, we'll bring this back and then send Sangan to Grave for hand size. So now we have a Darkened Grave. He flip summons the Banisher of Light. summon our scapegoat tokens. You could have gotten rid of one token. We'll gain 1,000. He is correct. The scapegoat does go to banished. And here we have to metamorphosis. We'll take the DD Assailant. $1,700, $1,600. And I think then we will normal summon Venus. Attack the Banisher of Light. And attack over the Breaker. Wait, hold up. Yeah. My bad. Leave Breaker. Yeah, no, once I looked at it, I'm like, wait a second, I can't attack to both monsters. I got so caught up in thinking that I was going to be able to get a Light and a Dark Engrave. Okay. And I think here we will then end our turn. Alright, he destroys all monster cards on the field. Never seen that card before. Interesting. He soul releases. Getting rid of all my lights and darks, I'm sure. Grenmaju. 400 times 15. We eat 6,000. Well, premature burial, pay 800. Getting Sangan. Creature swapping. And hitting him for a game with his own Grenmaju to Isa. Alright, game 1. Game 2. Gotta bring in the Sakuretsus, I think. They could just get Nobleman of Extermination. Kaiku stops him from Bazoo. Zombira gets over other stuff. Take out one Shine Ball. Creature swap seems good. I think Noblemans don't seem too good. We don't want to banish his stuff, and he doesn't really have stuff that gets benefit from it. Jinzo seems mediocre. We'll try this. Solid game 1. Obviously, because I won. Anytime I win, it's a solid game 1. But some people don't like GOAT format ladder because you run into crazy stuff like this, but I think it's pretty fun when you run into the heat. You never know what you're going to get when you log into Dueling Book and click random on the GOAT format ladder. I think it's definitely more spicy than the Edison format ladder. You run into some interesting stuff with the Edison format ladder, obviously, but sometimes you just get some really interesting things. So we'll go ahead and pay 1,000 life points for 2 Mystic Shine Balls. And we'll go ahead and attack. It's probably going to be the Banisher. It is. Lead 400 damage. Setting Ring of Destruction, Gravity Bind, and Solemn Judgment. Summons Bazoo. We'll go ahead and Gravity Bind. We will then go ahead and summon the Tsukiyomi, setting the Bazoo the Soul Eater. Attacking. Banishing it because of the effect of Banisher. And bringing it to hand and end phase, the Tsukiyomi. Got Ring and Solemn set. He MSTs the Gravity Bind. Activates Graceful Charity. We will Judgment that. I don't want him going through his deck. Summons Chaos Rider Gustav. And he'll banish a Shine Ball. We draw Kaiku. We'll go ahead. Each eat 100 life points from the Ring of Destruction. Summon a Kaiku the Ghost Destroyer. And hit him for some life points. No need to use the Kaiku effect. We're really just making it so we can't banish cards. Because this makes it so Bazoo and Chaos Rider Gustav can't get over my Creation Venus or Kaiku. Summons DD Warrior Lady. I'm assuming no effect. Nope, no effect. We'll go ahead. Summon Sangan, activate Creature Swap. Attack. Search ourselves. We already have so we'll get we have a Tsukimi, so we'll get Spirit Reaper. 15 and 18. End our turn there. Showing him that we got the Spirit Reaper, because he was adjusting his life points. The DD Warrior Lady / DD Assailant are like the best monsters you can possibly creature swap for. Because now if my opponent wants to attack over them, they're going to lose their own monster as well. Kaiku still protecting his graveyard from being banished. I do have a Chaos Monster live. I'd say this game is mine, but you never know in GOAT format. He activates Eroda. Probably getting himself a DD Assailant. Nope, getting Chaos Rider Gustav. Yeah, he's realizing now. No draw if you want a different rota search. I will allow it. Yeah, I'm not going to accept the draw offer. That's just a no-go. Yes, other than Gustav. So I imagine he'll get the DD Assailant. I don't know if he was offering it. That's what he gets. In my mind, he was probably offering the draw. Alright. We will banish. We'll take 200 and banish. He's got to have a pretty solid back row right now. Soul Release. Does he have Return from the Different Dimension or something? Banishes 3 of his, 2 of mine, the light and the dark. So my Chaos monsters are no longer live. And he'll hit me with the Chaos End. Alright, we draw Tsukiyomi. We'll summon the Spirit Reaper. And just poke that last card out of his hand. It was the Grenmaju Daiza. Fantastic hit for us. We'll set Scapegoat and End, protecting our life points a little bit. He would have to top deck another Grenmaju. We draw Level Limit Area B. We'll change Spirit Reaper to Defense and End, just to protect our life points. We get Solemn Judgment. Fantastic draw there. We'll end again. Draw another Level Limit Area B. We'll end. So now we're kind of in a stalemate. I don't regret allowing him to search for something else, but obviously it's kind of biting us in the butt because now we're just doing nothing. Makes sense why he attacked over the DD Warrior Lady, though, because he needed those cards banished. Do I want... I'm not going to banish anything. We'll go ahead and just end our turn. Thinking. That's a-okay. I want to look up I don't know if Chaos Rider Gustav actually gets when he banishes, it's like removing, but it does say you can banish up to. I'm going to look that up later. Yeah, I don't see a ruling real fast when I look it up. We'll go ahead, activate Level Limit Area B. Chaos Rider Gustav will go to Defense. We'll summon the Agent of Creation Venus and try to poke over the Chaos Rider Gustav. Then we'll just end our turn. We draw Snatch Steal. We'll end our turn again. I am actually seeing here it would work with Soul Release. And that means that likely Chaos Rider Gustav would also work. So we'll summon Breaker the Magical Warrior. Get a token and it will be changed to defense. And we'll pop that Soul Absorption. And just end our turn. He sets another monster. Now, what do we want to do? Let's go ahead, activate Delinquent Duo. Hitting DD Assailant and Chaos End. Perfect. Nice cards to hit. We'll attack over this. It was a Sangan. He'll search himself. Exiled Force. Main phase 2 will end. Do I want to Judgment his Exiled Force? I don't think I do. Protect my life points a little bit. Save it for a Grand Maju or something that could attack over. He flips someone's Banisher of the Light. A-okay. Activate Soul Absorption. That's fine. And we will make sure that he can't. So he gains 1,500 life points in total. All right. We'll get Jinzo and Mobius in here. Maybe Gravekeeper's Spy. Area Bs are pretty good. Zombirs don't seem too good. They just can't attack. And then maybe over Delinquent Duo and Sangan. Premature seems okay, but because everything's getting banished, not fantastic. Alright, pretty solid opening hand here. Standby main. We'll pay 1,000 with Venus. Getting ourselves double Mystic Shine Ball. Setting Mirror Force and ending. Why not all? Because I sided one out. He sets one and ends. We will tribute the Mystic Shine Ball for a Jinzo and attempt to attack over it. It was a Spirit Reaper of his own. Very interesting. We'll end our turn there. If he wants to summon a DD Assailant or something like that, then that's okay. Lightning Vortex. Unfortunate, but he is going to ban or destroy all of our monsters. Summons Bazoo. Banishes the DD Assailant. I'll eat 1900. Gets Chaos Sorcerer. We will go ahead, banish Jinzo and a Shine Ball. And attack over Bazoo. Setting Gravity Bind and ending. Next turn we can get rid of the Spirit Reaper with the Chaos Sorcerer effect. Looks like my opponent disconnected real fast. This has been going on for over an hour. MST hits the Mirror Force. Unfortunate, but fine. Looks like it's laggy again. Very laggy. And we will activate Gravity Bind to make sure that the Chaos Sorcerer stays on the field. Draw another Mobius. We'll declare, get rid of the DD Warrior Lady. Spirit Reaper isn't doing much. He activates Pot of Greed. Summoning Chaos Rider Gustav. Banishing 2 spells. And ending. We draw Gravekeeper's Spy. We'll declare and banish the Chaos Rider Gustav. Setting a Spy. And ending our turn. Just trying to whittle him out of resources right here. Next turn can banish the Spirit Reaper. Flip Gravekeeper's Spy, tribute for Mobius. I would love if he sets another back row. He doesn't. We'll banish the Spirit Reaper. Flip Summon Spy. Declare. Getting ourselves the other Spy. End our turn there. Maybe should have set that third Spy. He's viewing his grave. Soul Release. I imagine that Chaos End card's coming. banishes our monsters and a trap. Doesn't banish the bazoo. Okay, he does banish the bazoo with the soul release. He then gets rid of all of our monsters with the Chaos End. Activates Royal Decree. Summons Bazoo. Hits us for 1,600. We draw Heavy Storm. Set Gravekeeper Spy. And end our turn. Gravekeeper Spy. No effect because we already got through our other spies. We get Agent of Creation Venus. We'll go ahead, summon Agent of Creation Venus, activate Area B, and attack. And go to end. Delinquent Duo hits Trunade, and we'll get rid of one of our Mobiuses. We draw Snatch, Steal. Attack for 16. End our turn. He activates a Rhoda. What's he gonna get himself? Probably one of the DD monsters. Maybe Chaos Rider Gustav, just to banish more things. Does get the Chaos Rider Gustav. And then activates Heavy Storm. So he's at 2,000. We'll eat 400. And what do we want to do here? We can do 2,000 plus 24. We'll Snatch, Steal the Chaos Rider Gustav. Summon Tsukiyomi. Set it. Flip to attack. Declare. Banishing. And that's 4,300 to hand. End the turn. Okay. He draws 3 from Graceful Charity. He would have to get himself a... It's Grand Maju or bust. That has to be it. I feel like it's Grand Maju or bust. Kaiku. Well, that's not Grand Maju. Rhoda. I'll let him take that back. You know, it was pretty fast. Gets exiled Force. Summons Kaiku. We'll eat 600. Getting rid of Chaos Sork. Alright, so we have all our spies in grave. this goes back down to 1400. And, I mean, how do we want to do this? We can just tribute for the Mobius. We can creature swap. We'll creature swap because that was the name of this video. GG's. Also, the Kaiku's just fantastic against his deck. Cool deck. Was it luck? I want to see what he says now. LOL. It is a card game. Luck is always involved. Manju for what? What? Relinquished? Maju. I see. Doesn't even know his own deck. I mean, yeah, so I'm lucky he's not. I mean, sure. I would have played differently had he gotten a Manju. Manju. I can't even say it out, right? Gren Maju. You know, maybe it would have been a little bit different. But at the same time, who knows? I got the win. But we're already an hour and 12 minutes into this video. That's a little bit crazy, very long. But hopefully you guys got this far, because I think that was some pretty epic matches towards the end. I feel like my matches always happen at the end, and I feel bad for the people who don't stay and watch the whole video. Obviously, all I can do is be like, watch the videos if you want to see the epic matches at the end. But I don't want to, like, bait in the title, be like, make sure you stay till the end. I hate those freaking, you know, YouTube shorts that are like, you won't believe what happens at the end of this video, and then it's a minute of nothing happening, and then 2 seconds where someone's like, boo. I don't know what boo would be, but, you know, something crazy. I think those are pretty interesting matches, though. Seemed a little salty, the fact that, you know, it's good luck, have fun. We'll see. Okay. You know, maybe he was right. He already was in a bad mood when the game started, because we'll see. Well, maybe if he wished me luck, he would have had some luck too. But thank you all for watching. If you like this agent deck, let me know what you want me to play. Let me know if you like this deck, what changes you might make. All that jazz, you know, leave the comments. Good for the YouTube algorithm. Thank you for watching, and goodbye.